What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Leaky14 back today with a review for Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 207 by Gege Akutami, Star and Oil, part 3. Oh my God, wow, like, bro, there's so many things. First of all, welcome back, Chozo, right? And so I don't even remember what they called it. I hate Viz sometimes because I read a translation before and it's parent killing time. I also saw some translation that it was daddy killing time, which but I'm not gonna lie, it's time to commit patricide, like, and I get it, like, it's literally a word that means the killing of a father, like, cool, but parent killing time is even better than that. So sometimes Viz is usually pretty good. I feel like with JJK, with One Piece, their translations are up and down. But I feel like Viz is usually better than the scanlations. But I always read the scans and they always give some different insight. Sometimes the scans are better, but this one was a miss, I just have to say, from Viz, but that's okay. But so we get a piercing bullet to the dome, like straight to the dome. And I guess Kenjaku is the one person in the verse that you just don't want to try to blast their head off, because their skull is like a helmet, so that don't really do nothing unless you have two finishing blows back to back like that. But he spun it off anyway and just spun off his Sodon cap anyway, so it didn't even do nothing. It looks sick, like it actually caught him off guard and it had the potential to do something, but Kenjaku is just a beast. And in this chapter, I kind of just think back to Tsukumo when she was just thinking about all the things this man can do. Curse manipulation, he's good with barriers, he could do, we know he got a domain, he probably has a simple domain, he has Uzumaki, he has a gravity technique, he has this body hopping technique, so he probably has more like, this man just has a plethora of weapons to use, and it's just pretty scary. He's pretty stacked up, more than like anyone we've seen in the verse. It's ridiculous. Gojo has overpowered techniques, but he just has like 3-4 go-to technique, red, blue, purple, right? Like his domain, I'm sure he can use his simple domain and things like that, but it's not like he has 3-4 curse techniques. And of course, so they're going at this man, and Tsukumo isn't fully healed, so her curse technique isn't 100%, so Kenjaku's able to block it, and Chozu's fairly weak, and he's Chozo, so he's not really able to do any damage. So he tries to hold Kenjaku off for just a second. Like, luckily Tsukumo heals herself in quite literally a second, and that was still enough time for this man to get out of Garuda and dip away, and like there's nothing we could do about that. But so now Tsukumo curse technique heals herself in seconds. So think about this, she could have been done that. She could have been done that, but have chosen to be on the offensive this whole time. So shout out Yuki. And she just keeps going at him. She finally starts to figure out his gravity technique. It's 6 seconds, but again, Chozo doesn't seem to be able to fight it back anyway. But we have this gap, and then in this gap he uses curse manipulation, but that's not really a problem because I have Garuda and my curse technique. And oh wait, we forgot about the Uzumaki. So we take one point blank range to the face, and while we blocking that one, he makes a second one. And we know like Uzumakis are strong. When Geto used it against Yuta and Zero, it was like his ultimate technique, and it like his big bang, like that was his final go on. Like it was that's why Yuta had to go to such extreme measures to try to counter that, because it was like everything he had. It was a swole. That's a swole technique, when especially in the form that he had it. So even in a tiny form, I'm still sure it packs a huge punch. And Yuta's just not able to block it. So she blocks the first one, and you could still even see like it did damage. She blocked it, but it definitely affected her. And then bow. She got a hole, bro. I'm hurt. I'm hurting. I'm hurting. We did just see her use curse, reverse curse technique. And we have seen, although this man is immortal, we have seen Hikari use it from basically being atoms. and I'm sure that's a super extreme case, and based on his bananas technique, that is just nonsense. But he also took some blows in that battle that I'm like, can a regular user just use curse sneak to come back from that? I mean, if Gojo, now that I think about this, in heavily restriction, like if Gojo can take a blade to the face and then multiple other stab wounds and use curse reverse curse technique and come back from that, then I feel like a blow to the stomach is definitely possible. So let's see if Kenjaku lands like a follow-up on her or not. But wow, I'm hurt. I am very glad that she just showed us. I hope that is why Gege had her show us that she can use curse manipulation, reverse curse technique, because like she can get healed from this. But I mean, like, bottom line is they are not beating Kenjaku. The two of them are not beating Kenjaku. They need outside help, or like we're gonna take an L. So now either she's down and out, and that's probably gonna take a lot of work to heal up from that. It's probably possible, but maybe it's just gonna take her more than a second to heal a rinky-dink arm. And Chozo can't even get past the gravity technique, and we know he's not gonna be able to match up with the domain. So it's looking like Kenjaku gets Tengen. So now two things. If Kenjaku gets Tengen, we're probably in like the last lengths of this series, which we kind of are anyway, not like 10 chapters away, but like the last arc. Like this is gonna be the finale. If he gets Tengen, he's gonna unleash this ultimate barrier technique and combine all of the non-sorcerers, and then are the sorcerers gonna be there to try to combat that thing, whatever that thing is. And again, he doesn't know what that thing is going to be. Like that, he imagines this giant centipede looking monster, but he has no idea what it's going to be. So it could really be a total left field, and like, who knows? But it looks like at this point Kenjaku is going to get Tengen, is the point. And if he gets Tengen, then like GG. But this man is pretty unstoppable. I don't know who else can defeat him besides like Gojo right now. Sukuna probably, but why would Sukuna want to do that? And we still need to go back and see what happened with Yuji and gang and the Fallen and the military that entered those parts of Japan to kidnap sorcerers, which probably didn't go well. But wow, JJK chapter 207, we're getting up there. A great chapter, Star and Oil part 3. I hope Tsukumo will be okay. It's still pretty contained arc. Like we only saw. Oh, one last thing I did want to say. I do love the fact that Gege is showing us them still like planning how they were gonna attempt to take down Kenjaku, because they had to keep thinking about it, right? And in shonen and just storytelling, you can have plans in like 3 ways. You can show the plan before, have the event play out to show that the plan did not go according to how they had it, because otherwise plans are tricky, because if you show a plan and it goes exactly how they said it was gonna go, then it's like, wow, okay, that was boring. Or you can have the event play out and then show a flashback of people doing the plan and how it worked, but we didn't know that they had a plan. Or you can like piece it together, kind of like Gege is now, like in parallel with the story as it going along. And this shows us that they were thinking very advanced and had very good ideas of, like, they knew Chozo going out first was a great idea, and then getting the curse technique, and then he could go away and like act like he was down and out, and then could be Tsukumo, and then we know that that was just to get him to use his domain, and then after that he's at his weakest state, and then the two of us could come back and try to take him out, and hopefully that is going to work. So it shows that they had a lot of planning and they had the right idea, but at the same time, like, Kenjaku called Tengen's attempt to just dismantle his domain a like old idea, an old concept, something an old person would do, which shows that these technique and ideas are still outdated and he is still 10 steps ahead of everybody. Great chapter. Kenjaku is one of my favorite villains in all of Shonen right now. It's really cool to see him just doing things, like not other people doing it for him. I hope Yuji and company come back soon. Gege Akutami has been on fire. Shout out JJK, hottest ongoing shonen in Jump right now. Hop on the train while you can. It's Leaky 14. Go pick up some volumes today. Peace out, y'all. Happy holidays.